The time is now. Let's make this moment let it young. The time is now. Let's make this moment last. Give up yourself onto the moment. The time is now. Give up yourself onto the moment. Let's make this moment last.
Bad man
This is
management.
ridiculous. It's not right.
Here,
Oh.
listen. I stuck my neck out for a Cardiff day, and it came good. So
Yeah, true.
we all have our risks. And this one,
Yeah.
I have a feeling, is going to work out for you anyway.
Well, look. In fairness, it's just turning around the team because De Jong is a solid ball winning midfielder, and that's just kind of what I need. Gone away.
Mm-hmm.
So, right. So now it's time to what have we got? Chelsea versus Everton.
Wigan Athletic. There we go. Finally, Jesus.
Okay, nice. Let's see. Selection. There you go. Yeah. It's so frustrating. I keep forgetting. I almost forgot to register Nigel De Jong for this game. Whatever reason, it didn't automatically default because I think because the Guzman was is still an under 21 player, so I didn't have that problem. But
fair.
Dodge a bullet there, considering I think both of them are going to be starting this game at this rate. So, a nice little Dutch little midfield there. That's pretty good.
That's the thing. When you've got a certain nationality in the squad, it does kind of make it a little bit better.
Well, yeah, it does help. In fairness, okay, we have a few players that's past fitness tests. That's good.
I've got Pato, Naldo, and Lucas Leiva, all Brazilian. Marcelo, also Brazilian.
Dave, what is wrong? What is Derby County doing in this save to be that good?
Hold on.
Just smashed Blackburn 3-0. That's not right. That's so fucking problematic. They could get into Europe,
Yeah, it's
the game's gone,
look,
lads. The game's gone.
Our aim was to stop Chelsea or stop United winning the league. So, and on another note, Ricardo Vazquez is my top goal scorer with 12 goals. So, just want to put that out there.
That's fair. That's fair. I totally understand.
So I have Wigan, Fulham, then I have United. Then Bolton, then I have you.
Oh, yes. But in fairness, you're probably getting me at the right time here because, again, depleted enough team.
This is 17th of February. Will they not be back by then?
7th of February, they should.
Well, there you go.
Should. So. Depends on how far all of their countries go because some of them can get... I don't know whether they get released early or not. I'm not too sure.
I'll probably leave that till the next recording anyway. As I said, I'm free quite a lot over the next few weeks in the evenings. So I'll probably go till about 10:15. I'm going to head to bed because my body is sore from fucking PT this morning.
That's fair. I totally understand that. Okay, let's see. Here we go.
Oh.
Yeah.
We have Chelsea Everton at the early kickoff.
We have a 3 p.m. kick. The early kickoff was Blackburn Derby.
Oh, is this 3 p.m.? Oh, I've got fucking okay. Hello there, and welcome to Gillette Soccer Saturday. We are live here from the studio, and we have results right across the grounds. The early kickoff: Derby 3, Blackburn 0. Robbie Earnshaw and Miller with 2 goals from Miller in that game, and we have Chelsea, Everton, Man United, Newcastle, Middlesbrough, Tottenham, and Portsmouth against Aston Villa to tell you about. But we do have, of course, our resident Chelsea man at the bridge for you this afternoon. Jonathan Nolan will provide us all the action from Chelsea v Everton, and we are almost ready to go across the grounds from Stamford Bridge all the way to Manchester and Old Trafford, Riverside, and then Fratton Park.
And we just kicked off.
And there has been an early goal. Sean Maloney with a goal for Aston Villa puts them ahead against Portsmouth at Fratton Park. So the first goal of the 3 o'clock kickoffs goes to Aston Villa. That's the first bit of action so far from the 3 o'clock kickoffs this afternoon. Still nothing from the bridge. The 15 minutes have gone. And as we know this season so far, if they haven't scored in the first 20, it'll take a while for the first goal to come. That is what we've had so far at Stamford Bridge. And Cristiano Ronaldo has missed a penalty, but the follow-up from Patrice Evra on 24 minutes put Manchester United ahead against Newcastle. So that battle at the top between Man United and Chelsea is still going on, and Man United have the advantage so far today with Man United 1-0 up against Newcastle. Patrice Evra on the 24th minute, and still nothing at Stamford Bridge. So pressure being piled onto Chelsea, and I believe that we do have a scream of either relief or terror. We won't know until we go to Stamford Bridge. Jonathan, what's going on in London?
It is a goal for the home team, Jeff, and John Terry has just put his big mallet on a fantastic cross in from Rafinha from a corner. It's pretty much classic Chelsea set piece play. All the big tall players, Carvalho, Terry, and I think it could have possibly been the Guzman in there as well, all combining together, and Terry was the first one on it. It was a great delivery again in from Rafinha, who really has been a revelation this season for Chelsea. And on the balance of play, you'd probably say Chelsea have been the better team, but they really have come into their own the last couple of minutes here in this half. And rightful leaders so far, 1-0 to Chelsea.
Lock your doors, put your wives in the wardrobes. John Terry is on the prowl at Stamford Bridge. He's already scored once. Make sure he doesn't score again. That is up to you, of course, men across England and across the UK. Keep your wives locked away. John Terry is on the prowl to score yet again. Right, halftime. Where are the scores?
Oh, sorry, I jumped a gun there. Yeah,
Hold on.
I paused here until you. I paused. You continue on.
No. We had another infiltrator. Sorry.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh dear. How does this keep happening? This is weird.
I really don't know.
It's so strange.
I'm gonna go back to the match. Back to the game. Right.
You let me know when you're ready for me to start again.
Let's try and get the score back up. Just continue on. I'll
continue on. Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
No worries. Okay.
Welcome back to Sky Sports News. Of course, Portsmouth equalised through Nugent on the 31st minute. Manchester United scored again. Darren Fletcher on the 49th minute, putting Man United 2 goals to the good. And not too long after that, just for 3 minutes, Carlos Tevez 3-0 Manchester United at Old Trafford against Newcastle. Tottenham are now 2-0 up away from home. And it is all about the points, of course. Doesn't matter whether you win by 1-0. It doesn't matter whether you win by 6 goals. All that matters is those 3 points. And right now, United and Chelsea are on their way to keeping themselves on 56 points each. Tottenham, of course, 2-0 to the good against Middlesbrough. Jimenez and Taino getting the goals for Tottenham. And that will be good for the East London side, because that puts them up the table if they can hold on to a goal. Who's Osimi for everything. The fuck? Anyway,
Goal.
and we have action from Stamford Bridge, and who knows what could happen. Of course, Everton chasing points all year long. They will be to stay up, but of course, Chelsea, the big talking point, trying to catch Manchester United. What is the action at Stamford Bridge, Jonathan?
Yeah, it's Everton have just scored an equaliser here, Jeff, and it's Oscar who scored the equaliser for Everton. It's a bit of a poor bit of defending there from Chelsea. Obviously, they have their quite high line. All of them were calling for an offside on Lee Carsley, but it was actually Oscar that they didn't actually check the runs of. And unfortunately, he's got in for Chelsea, and yeah, all their hard work in the first half has been undone by a rather poor bit of defending from the Chelsea back four there.
Ali Adier has got a goal back for Middlesbrough, and Van der Sar has gone off injured for Manchester United, but they have a few important games coming up, including one against Liverpool. So Van der Sar has been injured for Manchester United. That'll be a big loss. We are full time across the grounds. Andy Johnson going off injured in the 79th minute for Everton, but we will go to Stamford Bridge, where Chelsea have dropped 2 points in the chase against Manchester United. Jonathan, can you give us your thoughts at full time in the pitch?
Yeah, thanks, Jeff. Yeah, in grand scheme of things, I think the draw is another fair result. It's a very similar game to the return leg we had earlier in the season at Goodison Park. Chelsea looking quite comfortable in the first half, and then Everton just kind of sticking their heels in and getting a point out of it. Ultimately, I think Chelsea will probably look at the substitutions and it didn't really work out as intended. Obviously, they know there's a few injuries in the camp and a few players missing for the Africa Cup of Nations. But ultimately, I think they really should have just sat back and defended a little bit. Whether they were be happy with the point, I don't know. Obviously, the standard is so high this year between themselves and Manchester United, it's hard to tell. But certainly from what they can see there, I think they will probably feel like these are 2 points dropped. But for Everton, every point matters, as you said earlier on, Jeff. And for Bobby Robson, this is a vintage result. Very pragmatic, very steady, and they come away from a fortress of Stamford Bridge with a point, which not a lot of teams can say they've done this year.
No, still unbeaten. It's the main thing.
Yeah, exactly. My accidental invincible save is really going well.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
I'm not playing until the Sunday, I believe.
Oh dear. Now here's me thinking Newcastle do us a favour.
Not a
Apparently, fucking
chance.
not. Okay. Anyway, at least we've got plenty of time before the next game.
Oh yeah.
Not like 2 weeks, like apparently. Yeah, 2 weeks.
Jesus.
Plenty of time to turn my team around. Well, how did so the evening kickoffs for Birmingham versus Fulham? That was 4-1 to Birmingham, so that'll go well.
Boom.
And Reading smashed 4-2 by Man City. God, that Man City team, man, there could be I tell you, if they get a bit of money into them, I tell you, they'll be dangerous.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. They could very well be very, very dangerous.
yeah, they're just flying under the radar there a little bit, you know. So yeah. Anyway. Oh, we have breaking news in the Sky Sports News studio. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've just had our evening kickoff finish up here, and obviously you may have noticed Manchester United's 3-0 drumming of Newcastle United. And while a lot of teams would be concerned if there was more than 3-0, unfortunately for Newcastle, that was the last straw. Because Sam Allardyce has been sacked by the powers that be at Newcastle. They are now looking for a new manager. Dave Armstrong, you're live in studio here with us. You just watched the game between Reading and Manchester City, but of course, it's the best time to chime in here. Newcastle obviously starting off the season very well with that win against Manchester United, and quite ironic in the sense that it was the return fixture that saw Sam Allardyce leave, and as I understand, Nigel Pearson will be taking control of first team duties in his absence until the appointed successor. Where do you think has gone wrong for Newcastle here?
It's hard to say. I mean, Newcastle fans have been so used to having that push for Europe at times. And, you look at the league table, they're down in 12th place. They're a good 11 points off of the European spots as well. So it seems like their season's kind of drifting off into, purgatory and mediocrity. And it's not what the fans are used to. It's not what the fans want. And I think the board just needs to make a change. And is Nigel Pearson the person to take them in the right direction? Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. I personally don't think so. I think there are better options out there. But Newcastle sit 12th, 24 points in 22 games. It really isn't good enough for their standards, the team they do have. And I think they could be doing a lot better. You only have to look at Derby, Reading, and West Ham to know that you can do a lot better with similar budgets. So I just think that they're not too happy with how the season's going, and they feel it's the right time for change to be made.
Yes, indeed, and we will see how that goes. We obviously have a couple of weeks until the next the next match in the Premier League. Of course, the FA Cup fixtures will come before that. Funny enough, actually, the current favourites for the Newcastle job is the Shakhtar boss Mario Luescu. Sky Bet have him at 5-1, but interestingly enough, former Italy midfielder Antonio Conte is down as a 6-1 second favourite for the match. Of course, Antonio Conte yet to really take off in his career. In his career, we've obviously seen him as a player for Juventus in the past, and he has previously had a job at AC Siena as an assistant manager. But it would seem some of the smart money is going on Antonio Conte to take over at Newcastle.
Interesting. Very, very.
Somehow I doubt it's going to be him. It's probably going to be Gareth Southgate.
Yeah, more than
The
likely.
chances are, let's be fair.
Gareth Southgate. He's not still playing at this point.
No, he just got stuck with Borough, in fairness. So we know if we.
Oh yeah.
Look, I bring Shearer in. Come on, it worked well the last time, didn't it?
Yeah, let's see if the Canon signings can,
Yeah,
manager. Yeah, maybe.
I doubt it somehow, but however.
Maybe.
And let's see, we have
Right.
a very prominent game of a day of fixtures here. So you're the 2 p.m. kickoff, and we have Bolton Arsenal as our match over Sunday dinner, which is exciting.
So am I the only one now, or?
Yes, you are. So I'm able to attend your match.
No worries. Wigan away at the JJB.
Now, consider Wigan are in the relegation zone. I fancy your chances here.
Yeah, well, so we're fucking Bolton, so.
Yes, well.
Times have changed. Personnel has changed. Let's find out. A little bit more pace to the passes now at this point. And I like how we're fucking shifting it from left to from right to left. Oh dear. Spoke too soon. Jason Pumas. Roberto Quino. See, that's something that Muda strikers weren't doing. And that's why I got him. Fucking fast in the post. Because Keno, when he goes forward, doesn't have an option, he goes back. And every other striker with Torres, Crouch, all the rest of them were just fumbling about till they lost the ball. Keno's going back and starting again. And that is why I got him. And the goals as well, also.
That also helps, yeah. There you go. That's weird. I was trying to tend your game and just wouldn't let me in. It's like the DW say they had me barred or something. Which, considering the last time I smashed them like 4-0, I think actually that's probably a fair point. Okay.
Esky. Lanzat, Antonio Valencia. Jesus Christ.
Oh dear. And Wigan have taken the lead here. A rather surprise and a bit of a shock here for relegation threatened Wigan, but they have scored the opening goal here in this game against championship chasing Liverpool, which is certainly not what the away team expected from their afternoon here in Wigan.
Fucking disaster. Come on.
Been now. Bit of urgency to Liverpool's play here as they are still 1-0 down with the Premier League contention possibly in the balance here. Mascherano finds Vastey. Vastey short of options here, so he has to go far back to Daniel Agger. Mascherano again also short of options. The press of Valencia and Heskey working quite well here for Wigan. Robbie Keane. Oh, and he nearly got the pass out to Govou, but it was intercepted in time. And Robbie Keane now has just found Emerson Boyce and pinched the ball off him, and it is an equaliser for Liverpool. Robbie Keane, what form he is on since he has come back to Liverpool. That's his 6th goal since his return. An absolutely remarkable return for the Irishman. And it was just that poor pass. It was Jason Kumas who tried to deliver the ball out. Emerson Boyce thought he had it covered, but Robbie Keane on his blind side pinches the ball off him successfully. And Liverpool are back in this contest immediately. Liverpool now have their tails up. Sidney Govou with given a chance to run. Orango feeding in Ricardo Tazte. And it's a save by Mike Pollitt. Orango on his debut for Liverpool, really starting to pull the strings in that midfield. Xabi Alonso now with his corner. Crossing deep, and Pollitt has it. Safe hands from the goalkeeper.
Yeah, one Orango only cost me 12 million quid.
I did see that come up all right. It was a nice plucky deal there.
Stats are pretty fucking impressive.
I can imagine. First change of the game comes for Wigan as the goal scorer Antonio Valencia is on for Kevin Kilban in what is a relatively defensive line switch for Wigan. Possibly looking to protect the result they still currently hold. 20 minutes left to play, and Liverpool really seem to be finding trouble breaking down this Wigan defence compared to their midweek exploits against Bolton. You're making some tactical changes, Dave.
I am.
My God. It's quite a lot. Multiple changes now for Liverpool as they try and chase off this game. They've been batting down the hatches here. But Liverpool now really with a sense of urgency here. Gerrard takes his corner and Agger puts it away. Extraordinary scenes here from Liverpool. The DW Stadium has gone silent. And Daniel Agger with his first goal in the Premier League. What could be a vital intervention on this Premier League title chase. With Chelsea dropping points and Manchester United continuing their pace, every point matters for Liverpool, and currently they have just snatched away a crucial one from Wigan Athletic. Agahoa here in a foot race with Naldo, but it seems that Naldo has rescued the ball here and Liverpool are back on the attack. Risa. Regulation time and injury time have now been played, but Liverpool are continuing to press forward here. And Steven Gerrard has continued to his run. A tackle forced there by Hull. But Liverpool persist in their pursuit of a third goal that will finish off the game, and it does. Robbie Keane Game, set, and match, surely. But was he offside in that? It looks to be a conversation between the referee and the linesman here. Is Robbie Keane going to be denied his second goal of the afternoon? Indeed, he is. The linesman says he was marginally offside. The ending of this match will be rather curtailed, but Liverpool still lead 2-1 with only seconds surely to play now.
I'm still on the goal review for fuck's sake.
I think sometimes when I jump into the game, I actually get to see stuff earlier than you do.
It doesn't often happen, but we're done. It's over.
Yeah, it's fine.
Phew.
And it is full time. Daniel Agger bailing out his team after what was a difficult and tricky performance against Wigan Athletic, but it is enough to secure 3 points that puts them 3 behind Chelsea and 5 behind Manchester United. And Liverpool's goal difference also including the climb as well. Are they officially back in this title hunt? Well, that is the real question, isn't it?
It would look as though I am.
Yes. Well, on paper, certainly it's there. Like
I'm 3 points away from you.
Yeah.
And I am 5 points away from United.
I'm
not entirely. I'm back in this hunt. That's for damn sure.
You haven't done your Kevin Keegan speech yet, though, so they're not really until you do.
I'd love to beat them today. I fucking love to beat them today.
Look, they have to go to Wigan and get a result there. I've heard what he said about Glen Road.
Oh, Chimbonda's out for 11 days.
Yeah, I know the feeling. It's like, yeah, Shimsheko, you just take a week off there. Yeah, that's fine. It's not as if we're fucking shorter players.
Yeah, right. That is me for the evening.
Mm.
But that was actually a really good session. I can't believe I got 3 wins in a fucking row.
Yeah, that's you're quitting while you're ahead.
Wow. You see the signings?
That's it. It's been a good window so far.
Signings have
still a few weeks ago.
Paid off. I now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm 6 wins in a row. Since 26th of December. 6 games, 6 wins.
Yeah.
So I'm do you know what? I'll tell you what, that's a mad stat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 12 wins in 13 games.
That's nuts, isn't it?
The only game I've lost was to Newcastle.
Now that was a loss, in fairness. You got your ass kicked in that one.
I lost 3-1 to Newcastle. However, that's been the only loss in 13 games. I've won the rest. So still a fucking long way to go.
Yeah, that's the thing though. It's still a long way to go.
Yeah.
But alas, we continue.
FC Utrecht delighted with Van Henegem. Van Henegem. He's a mad looking lad, isn't he?
Has he got a head, has he? Has
Look
he got a head
at
on?
hell. Look at the glasses, the hairstyle.
Yeah.
Well done, Dirk Cout, on his first appearance for Arsenal.
I actually find how the African Cup of Nations is going.
Oh, yeah.
Because like I have seen absolutely no news on it whatsoever, and you've got like fucking 6 players missing. We've seen it, right?
Look at that, Lewis Boa-Morte. Look at him. Boa-Morte. If he was 25, I would buy Lewis Boa-Morte. But he's 30. I don't want the 30-year-old Lewis Boa-Morte. Which is not anywhere near as good as he's good.
Africa Cup of Nations. Here we are. Right. Let's see what's happening. So it is okay. So Ivory Coast are hosting it for a start, anyway. So where are we at with it? I think everyone's played 2 games, bar a couple of Group F little stragglers. But Senegal are doing well in their one. Ghana and Algeria have already qualified. Egypt are already out, and they're the lead. They're the current holders of it. Let's see. Nigeria are through. Cameroon are through as well. South Africa and Morocco are safe, and it's looking like Ivory Coast is going to get through as well as Zimbabwe, possibly, depending on how their game goes. So interesting. So, if I'm speaking very selfishly, because the players I have out on duty are Drogba, Kalu, and Sen. So, yeah, they are expected to press on.
Mm.
When does the tournament actually end? Is the burning question. Right, so that's the fixtures. That's the last group games. They're the 18th, and then what? Like another couple, 2 weeks on top of that, then for the rest of the competition. Yeah, so that's gonna go on a while. Although, fun fact actually, current top scorer in the Cup of Nations is one Marouane Chamakh from Morocco.
I wonder if he'll be any good.
I mean, it's hard to say. Who
I
know? Who
wonder.
knows?
I do wonder, Jonathan.
You do wonder. You do a lot
You
of
know,
wondering, Dave, in your spare time all the same. But
I do. I do like a wonder.
you do. Yes.
I'm gonna save it.
Yeah.
Let's call it a night.
Very good.
Bolton beat Arsenal, by the
Yeah, I saw that. Jesus.
way.
The fuck, like
That means
that.
Arsenal are currently in 7th place. We're
That
on
is.
21 points off the top spot.
Imagine when we started this save. Imagine saying, "Oh yeah, Arsenal are going to be 1 point off Derby County." What does that mean? What does that sentence actually fucking mean in the grand scheme of things?
1 point. One. Derby County could leapfrog Arsenal.
Don't say it. Don't fucking say it. Don't say that loud. I can't accept that. It's
Fulham are
just
still
no.
bottom, though, to be fair.
So problematic.
Fulham are six
Although at
points
least
off
Fulham don't
safety.
look that bad now, in fairness. They've actually have scored a couple of goals, scored a couple of wins, but they're still terrible.
Yeah, they've
Like,
ruined my chance of another team being the worst points tally of all time.
that's true, yeah.
They've destroyed my dreams. They're gone.
Yeah. How dare they fight for their fucking careers, the bastards.
Little arseholes.